Exciting times in Philadelphia. Wild times, generally speaking, in the world.
Phillies.
Red October seems like a long way off right now. Let's not start with that. No, but like you've got 5 guys celebrating a goal in a penalty box, right? You got Joel Embiid coming back to a playoff series. I think JoJo's coming back. You got this Diana Rossini, Mike Vrabel thing popping off. So what if the Phillies lost 9 games in a row? And by the way, I'm more flustered than I've been in a long time because we have all 6 members of the crew
it's like
here.
A reunion.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining in. I am Jesse Rydell. This is Mike Meach over here to my left.
Good evening.
Roger Rock Matthews to my right.
Rocky.
And then we head over to the
second table.
the high top zone.
Yeah.
The think tank.
Look at this.
He
returns. And not to minimize not to minimize the presence of Mark Goodhart and Tom Henneman, but this is the triumphant return
But we'll
of
minimize
one
the presence.
Eric J. Fink back to the podcast.
Has it been that long?
It feels like it's been a
feel
long
terrible
time,
right
dude.
now.
It feels like it's been a long
What
time.
a bomb,
Sorry, guys.
dude.
Boo,
What
Fink.
have you been doing, man?
Boo,
I don't
Fink.
even know, man.
Yeah, Fink, can you give a statement on your...
You've been busy with your kids' baseball games?
It's been good.
It's been good?
Good.
All right.
Just
What's-
trying to stay alive.
Wait, what's
you
the
know?
dog's name?
Whose dog? Oh, just kidding. Magic.
Yeah,
He just got
Fifi?
neutered. Poor dog. Lost
Mm.
his balls.
that's
Wait,
rough.
he just lost his balls? How old
Yeah.
is this dog?
I lost mine about 2-3 years ago.
Isn't that
Story.
something supposed to get done like when they're young?
He just turned 3. His birthday today.
It's still good.
Happy
Well,
birthday,
look,
Magic.
It's a late bris for
Yeah.
It goes-
Shout out Magic.
It goes without saying, we're thrilled to have Fink back, even though
Toddler
we
Briss.
talked smack on him the whole time he was gone.
Oh,
And
yeah.
He didn't really know because he wasn't even
I
watching the
did.
show.
His return
It's fine.
coincides with the warm weather.
But look, this is interesting to me, right? Because Howie Roseman and the Eagles have been the main event here for many, many years. And draft night, you're ready for Howie to work his magic. And I just feel like this year, with what's going on with the Flyers, with the Sixers winning the game the other night, I don't feel like people are paying as much attention to Howie the GOAT right now. Meech, do you feel like Howie's getting a little bit, a little disrespect? He needs to make a splash tonight?
No, tonight's a placeholder for Sixers and Flyers playoffs. Let's enjoy it. We'll
It's just like a fun addition.
Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of nice going
what
in.
do we get? 1 pick tonight at the most?
We get 1 pick unless Howie does
magic
something.
happens.
Right.
I mean, might not have any picks tonight.
Rock, do you think that Howie does anything noteworthy tonight? Up, back, making a splash, or are we just making this pick and getting out of here?
Rocky
I
on
think
the
it
draft.
depends on if the players that they like or they might be available like when they're about to pick. So, they may make a move and
Right.
move up a bit, but I don't really see them doing anything too exciting or crazy.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about how this year's draft is not particularly deep.
Yeah.
They don't love the draft class. And so some people are suggesting that Howie might trade out of the first round,
Mhm.
gather picks for next year. We know on a related note, there's been a lot going on with AJ, right? And in the back of behind the scenes.
Who?
And it sounds like, who I'm talking about. Don't
I don't
who
know
me.
that man no more.
Why bring
There
up
are
old shit?
reports that this trade is all but done, which kind of makes sense. Howie's going to save a bunch of money by waiting till after June 1st. He's got a handshake deal. Supposedly with the Patriots, who knows what's going on with the Patriots? And here's the question I just want to ask you guys right off the bat. Is Howie getting traded? Do you think Howie's
getting traded?
Howie's not getting traded. We cannot trade Howie. Howie, do not trade yourself. No, the question is AJ Brown getting traded? And are you on board with that? Let's start with Meach.
Listen, I'm absolutely on board with it. He's making it clear through his own actions and the actions of his agent, who was openly shopping him at the combine. He doesn't want to be here. It's fine, dude. You were great while you were here, but you made it clear after the Super Bowl was the most awkward thing I've ever heard an athlete say. He's like, I won the Super Bowl and it really didn't fulfill me. He's like, I want to be out there and dominate cornerbacks. That's what I play for. So, I mean, God bless you. Go to New England and enjoy your time there. I mean, you won a Super Bowl for us. We traded a first for you, and we're going to end up getting just as much back. It's cool, man. Like I'm fine with it.
All right.
You
So
don't want
you're
to
at
be here.
peace.
I'm
You
at
get
peace.
it. All right. Real quick. We do have the draft on right now. And I got to say, one of the things that's a little alarming, the Giants, they have the 5th pick, and I think they traded for the 10th pick.
Yeah.
Right. So, we got to keep an eye on the Giants. They started to make some improvements last year. We'll see if
and they flounder down.
why
there.
can't I remember the damn quarterback's name?
Jackson
Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart looked okay,
Oh,
promising. They got
Scadaboo.
Harbaugh. You know that's got to be an
Got
improvement. It's the best coach they had in a
Scadaboo
while.
coming back,
Scadaboo, I don't even
and they
think it's
lost
going to make
Dexter
it.
Lawrence. Next,
Yeah.
And they got
you suck, Giants.
Scadaboo's 1 concussion away from.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way that dude's-
Get him out of here. I'm not worried about the fucking
All right.
Giants.
Well, since we switched the camera, any of you guys care to give us your opinion on AJ Brown, whether he's gone and if that's okay with you?
My only thing with the AJ Brown thing is that I feel like the national people, or not even national, they're rewriting this whole story now, and they're like blaming, like even GJ said the other day, they're blaming Eagles fans and about the AJ stuff, and like, no, we didn't run him out of town. We're not like hating on
No.
this guy.
Definitely not.
This has been a year-long thing. He's been hitting that he wants out. He goes on his Instagram, posts his shit, and we were like, nah, AJ's not getting traded because we love AJ. We rock with AJ. And now it's all everyone's trying to rewrite it like,
But that's
we're
not as
the bad
exciting.
fans
But that's not
and-
as exciting and clickable as Philly fans are the worst, and they wrote him out of town. Just like we defended Ben Simmons forever up until he passed up that dunk, and then it's just not a sexiest story to be like, Philly fans were reasonable and measured in their takes on AJ.
But Tommy, is he going, and are you okay with that?
Yeah, I've been back and forth, but Meech kind of sealed it for me because prior to this, I love him and I think he's a dog. But there's just a few plays where you're just looking at it and you're just head scratching and just like, why didn't you make a play there, man? Like you're a dog. Dogs don't not make a play there, and it's tough to get past that. And if the guy doesn't want to be here, I got no beef with him. Let him move on. He brought us a ring. He was a monster when he wanted to be, and we're gonna get a haul in return after getting him for 4 years. So that's the thing I think we need to focus on. And I trust Howie to be playing us out as long as he can to try and get back as much as we can.
All right.
I feel good about that.
I
Giants.
have AJ Brown fatigue. Like this.
I hear you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
I don't care.
I'm done with it.
Like I don't care. Like AJ, he came in here. We won a Super Bowl. He had what 1,400 yard years. Like he had his best years here too. Like I'm just tired of the talk. Like hey,
That's
enjoy
fair.
your next stop.
He's not
We love
getting
you,
any
AJ.
better.
Just so everyone knows, Giants draft Arvell Reese from Ohio State.
Boom,
Linebacker.
Bum.
They do have good, defensive. They have good players of all kinds at Ohio State, but
I don't know. I saw that dude yesterday on some social media working out. I was like, damn, this dude's a fucking beast.
yeah,
They
well,
all are though.
whatever. Yeah, everybody's a beast.
If you
working
get
out.
drafted number 4, you're a fucking beast.
All right, Mark. It looked like you were ready to give us an opinion here on the AJ situation. What's your stance?
I think I'm going to generally pass this question. But,
Okay.
but I love AJ.
All right, sounds good. And that I'll say
I'll
this.
pass.
Listen,
We need
having
more
a
of that.
guy
Thank
like
you,
him
Mark.
on the field, there was a couple plays last year. I remember that Rams game. There's a couple. He's just such a game changer. But I can't really say I have any issues with him. He could have handled this a lot better, in my opinion. I don't like the passive aggressive stuff. I don't like the cryptic social media stuff. He's clearly a little immature, but at the same time, the guy should be putting up crazy numbers. He's clearly one of the best receivers in the league. What happened last year is inexplicable on so many fronts. I'm still trying to figure out. And so I don't begrudge this guy at all if he wants to go somewhere else and put up a bunch of numbers. He obviously, I think what he said about the Super Bowl maybe was a little misinterpreted. Not like it didn't matter to him, but
How was it misinterpreted? He
Yeah.
said what he said. It was like the weirdest, like me said, it was the weirdest
I
thing
just
I've ever
didn't-
heard
I didn't
somebody
think
say.
that he didn't, it was like not an anti-Eagles thing, or that it didn't matter to him. I think he's just saying
No, it wasn't. It
I-
didn't
Didn't he
seem
say
like
he
that
wanted
at
to
all.
win
It was just like
more?
a weird thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like everything he says, you don't really understand what the hell he's
I
saying
can't
anyway.
wait until like in 10 to 15, 20 years, a book is written about this and everyone is honest about it, because I want to find out, there's obviously people who don't like Jalen's antics in the locker room.
Yeah.
But who are these people? Are they the lowest of the, are they people who matter?
Trade.
Or is it like Lane?
KC.
Yeah, or like,
Well,
is it
listen.
any top guys in the organization, or is it all just random people who get rubbed the wrong way by him because he's a winner and those people aren't?
one thing is clear to me. People were much more willing to get AJ's back publicly than they were to get Jalen's back. I mean, that's just you were thinking that what AJ was saying would inevitably rip the locker room up, but a man after man talked about how good of a teammate AJ was. That wasn't the problem. So now I'm more worried about how people feel in the locker room about Jalen than I am about AJ. So, but look, the writing's on the wall.
I'm
And,
waiting.
uh,
I'm waiting for I'm waiting for Jalen to snap one of these times, and like he's at a press conference and he drops that
That'd be great.
monotone calmness and just fucking flips out on these people. Like, what are you guys
He's not going
watching?
to.
Like, what era of the Eagles football was better than this?
You know
And
that's
why
never
are you
gonna
so
happen,
eager
Phil.
to get away
That's
from it?
fine, but last year was the hottest garbage of all time on off. Did you watch those games? Like
Yeah,
you're just
yeah,
writing that off. Of
no,
course, if
I'm not
he says
writing
to
it
everybody,
off,
"What do you
but
guys
we've-
want from me?
we've-
I won the Super Bowl."
replaced
Blah, blah,
it,
blah. They're
and-
going to be
and
like,
we've moved on.
well, what
from it.
happened last
It's
year,
not like
Jalen?
we're running it back
do you mean
like
we
we're the
moved on?
Phillies
How do we move on?
by getting a new offensive coordinator, a
Well,
young
we
guy.
Better
with,
hope that's it.
yeah, I mean,
Better hope that's it. I'm just telling you. I don't think people in that building are as convinced as you are, but we're going to find out, aren't we? So anyway,
Who's up
tonight,
next? The Commanders.
listen, Kansas City had traded there, got a cornerback. That's all great. Whatever. Who
I'm hearing
cares?
the
Well, didn't
Commanders
they
like
trade
that
their good
guy,
quarterback
Sonny
already?
Styles.
I mean, cornerback earlier in the
They
all
did. That's
season.
good knowledge by you. I'm thinking tonight is just like get back to basics, probably going offensive line.
Gotta go.
As you guys
You know
No.
who was also first team All SEC? Michael Sam. Never mind. Go ahead.
Why is that a notable? I'm
I
trying to
don't know.
remember
I'm
who
just
that
being a
is.
fucking
Oh.
gay
weirdo.
guy.
Okay.
Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude, come on.
All right,
Jesse,
Meech.
move on.
Yeah. I don't.
Beach is trying to lead you down the wrong
Yeah,
road.
for real,
Get out of
Meech.
there.
Chill.
Yeah, it was just-
chill with that. Chill with that. Yeah, but I think the one thing that could impact that obviously is if that run on offensive linemen does occur, and then a lot of the guys that they want are gone at that point, and then they gotta shift up. I know people were talking about what's the tight end's name? Is it Sadiq?
From Oregon.
The great tight end that they wanted him to draft. It would be great to have we've had solid tight ends, and Dallas Goedert's been a good tight end. Don't get me wrong, but to have one of those tight ends that's like an absolute game changer that you have to really game plan around, that would be great.
Dude,
So
ever since Antonio Gates, I've wanted the Eagles to have one of those just mismatch nightmare,
Like Tony Gonzalez type. Yeah.
where you can't guard a guy, and we really haven't. But
who signed
Keith
Kyle
Jackson
Pitts?
was awesome.
I think
Jackson.
Atlanta re-signed. I think they franchised him. or
did they?
something. I think
Okay,
so.
because I was thinking that could be a guy.
I thought that was going to be the one.
But
You know what
those,
happened? He
those
had that
days of the
game, dude.
NFL, they didn't
Yeah.
exploit the tight end like they can nowadays. I mean,
Can I tell you guys?
Yeah,
this?
but those guys were also back then. Like, think about the hits they were taking too. Like a guy like Keith Jackson was getting abused going over the middle.
I got to tell you guys a funny story, and it's a total tangent from this, but I meant to put it towards the top of the show. If you'll notice that, especially you guys are on the right there, I'm turning, when I turn to look at you, I'm turning my whole body.
is that
right?
John Daly or Andy Reid? Who was that? Did you see that?
Nah, I mean,
But he's in the middle
obviously,
of a really interesting
obviously
story.
you saw something on the TV that you felt the need to
I'm
just
sorry. It
unilaterally.
looked like John Daly, but I think it was Andy
Are you
Reid.
trying to
Like,
tell us you have a herniated disc in your neck?
you know how you wake up every once in a while and you clearly slept all, and then you can't. And I'm like fighting it so bad today. I was like, I need some relief, so I was like, I'm gonna go down and guys, don't go there with this. I'm gonna go.
wishy-washy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find one of these places where I can get them to
Get
just
that
massage.
relief, right?
Listen, to massage my neck
that hand relief.
for 30 minutes, right? That's
a
what
long
I'm very.
time on the neck.
That's
That's all
very. That's very
middle-
mature of you. I
it
knew it
used
was
to be the
30
middle
minutes
of the
longer than I
Shahadi
ever
Mall.
lasted. Look
But
at
here's
you.
the deal. I went down and it
where'd
was
you
a
go?
Tai Chi place in Manioc on Main Street. There's a Tai Chi place. I walk in. They don't speak any English, but you know
Isn't
what?
Tai Chi like fighting?
Yeah, it's a former-
Yeah, but there's
I
a
don't think
foreign
this was a
massage
Tai
as
Chi
well.
place.
I'm telling you. But she had now they have the apps, so you can talk into the phone, and that's how we were communicating.
They call it rub maps.
I'm sorry.
They call it rub
Jesse,
maps.
continue to
Holy
walk
shit!
down.
Look
I
at
don't
all
know.
those
I don't know what that
people there.
means.
you mean to translate from like Chinese to English?
Correct.
I
Correct.
think you're talking about where to find the.
Nah.
So what's that? Send me that out there.
Okay. I knew.
No, keep going.
I knew
we
this
need
was
to hear
going to be
the
a tough
We're on
thing.
a mission to get you caught up.
I
to
had a
that, Jesse.
feeling this was going to be tough to get through, and I was right about it.
You should have
Was
said
it
no
tough for them
commentary
at the
during my
Tai Chi
story.
place, right?
Anyway.
I
All right,
got
I want
through
to hear the
that.
story. We want
All right, let's go.
My only point in telling you guys this is I went in, and in my mind I was like, man, if somebody could just put a little oil on the I can't believe I'm doing this. Just rub nicely and give me some relief, right? Let me tell you, man,
Yo.
that was some of the most painful 30 minutes that I've ever experienced. This lady was like the elbow, everything
Yeah.
she's got. She was up
Hulk
high
Hogan.
at one point. pulling on me. It was the most painful thing.
Pulling on you.
Yeah, and I'm starting to think.
So you're worse for wear after the
Pulling,
massage?
Did you walk on your back?
Did it work?
You know, I didn't come out of there and be like, I'm better. You know, I feel like I might be better, but like I'm telling you, it was the most painful thing ever. So I think the Tai Chi massage
Was it
is a little
expensive?
different. Nah, it was like $30 for a half an hour. It wasn't bad. I didn't get any of the extras. No, I'm
$1 a
just
minute.
kidding. I'm
That's
just
the
kidding.
going rate, I hear.
Yeah. So point
I would be
is,
paying $1
you got to be careful. You got to be careful.
You should have told that story when there's not 6 immature people on the
Yeah.
panel.
I just thought you guys would find the image of me laying on a table and this Asian woman just totally like working
Tugging
me
on
and me
you,
being like, I thought you would find that good. Anyway, I'm still
I
in
do.
pain.
I find it great. It's, look
I'm
at
still
the
in
grin on my
pain.
It's a
face.
wonderful-
So you got the,
yeah, I
you
got
got the
a-
stiff neck going.
It's gonna kill my golf, easing into the golf season. Maybe if I just swing really hard,
Move
it'll
like
be
It
an
might
fine.
help your golf
animatronic.
game. You ever think of that?
Yeah.
Keep your head down.
Teef said should have just gone next door to the coop, and I can't argue with that. I could also get a chicken butchered over there. So,
Yeah.
do you call it
Except
butchering a
smells
chicken?
like dead bodies
Yeah.
in their
Yeah.
teeth.
You can butcher any animal, right? It's not specific to a particular
I
animal.
don't know. So
All right, what?
Just
I've never thought about it.
Musing out loud.
You can
Jesse,
kill
what
about
else did you do
anything.
today?
That was
Sonny,
the main
Sonny
part of it.
Styles went to
Told
the
you.
Red,
Tom said that 2
Wow.
minutes ago.
Commanders
Tom got
picking
inside.
another linebacker. That's a lot of linebackers in the top 10. The Eagles would
well,
never. I
The
don't
last 2 were both from Ohio State. If you,
think. Wow.
if you can.
It's a big
Impressive.
defensive back, deep defensive back.
Also, if you guys are wondering if we're
Sonny Styles is a badass name. That's like from a Brian De Palma movie character.
Sounds like you
Sonny
should have played at
Styles.
Miami.
if you're wondering
80s.
whether we're going to take you
he may have
through
played there
the
and then transferred.
if you're wondering whether we're going to take you through the Eagles draft pick, we decided that that's too late for us. So you're going to have to go elsewhere for your commentary on whoever the Eagles pick, unless they draft up, which we're all secretly
I
hoping
think you
for.
almost
Or you
have
can
to
tune
shut
in
this
to
TV
Fink's
off, or else I'm
YouTube
going to
channel
comment
at
on
11.
everything that comes across the screen.
That's all right. Look here.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah.
totally fine. Look here. All right.
So who's
So-
up next? The Saints?
I heard
All
they
right,
go marching
Guys,
in.
I did not intend for us to commentate
No.
the
Yeah,
draft.
yeah,
as it
let's
happened.
not- let's
that
not
was
make this-
not the plan.
Let's not make
I'm
this
feeling-
a
no, I'm
live
feeling
draft
good.
podcast.
Yeah.
I hear they
don't
like that
Since the
kid
draft
from
is a speed bump, why don't we
Arizona State.
you know,
wide
Yeah,
receiver, Jordan
I got
Tyson.
you. All right, Mark. Real quick, we're going to switch. We will come back to the NFL draft. It's a big deal, but it's not as big a deal because the Flyers are out of their minds.
Fucking Flyers!
Hockey
Let's go Flyers!
all the way back. All the way back. Mark was at the game last night.
How was
First
it
playoff
rocking?
game in a long time. Mark, I need a personal narrative
Flyers
on what. Oh, you got a Flyer shirt, man? Sick.
Yeah, I did the black and the orange. You see
I
that?
love
thing?
that.
Come on.
Nice, Mark.
Black and orange, black and orange.
Mark, talk to us
there's
about
a
the
lot
game.
of anecdotes, and I don't want to go on and on, but here's how I can accurately describe
You look tan.
last night.
It's not
Say he
fair.
looks Puerto Rican.
Yeah, we don't know.
Guys, stay
Shit.
focused on the topic if you
Sorry.
can.
I'm like freaking
This is
glowing
outrageous.
over here.
Like,
You
I-
fucking tan as
Guys,
shit.
it's outrageous. Like, I'm gonna have to rethink things after this if we don't.
You
Figure
got
this
all
out.
of us back together. This is what happened.
Go ahead, bud.
I said Eric and I never could have sat in class next to each other.
Eric.
Terrible and fun.
Who's Eric?
So here was last night, people. That was the single best sporting event that has ever taken place inside the Wachovia Wells Fargo Xfinity Center.
Oh, come on.
Prisoner
And
of
I
the
just
moment.
challenge
classic,
you-
Mark.
I challenge you, panel, to
What?
come up with a better game
I'll tell you right off
That
the
happened
fucking bat, the one that I was
in-
at.
that happened
Milwaukee Bucks
in
game.
that stadium. When you put it all together, when you put together the
First
vibes
round.
of the crowd, the vibes of the team, the interstate rivalry, how that game went down, that second period was freaking epic. You had 6 Penguins in the box and 5 Flyers in the box, and they thought they were going to get under our skin by starting a fight with us, and it completely turned the game in the Flyers' favor. It was fucking lethal in there last night for any Penguin fan that set foot in there, what I witnessed. It was so lit. The crowd was so on fire, and the team was on fire, and all the vibes, the
He's
Phillies
losing points for
vibes
lit.
and the Flyers vibes could not be polar opposite. So to have this team coming out right now, they're just clicking, and everyone digs them, and they dig. The
It
whole
came
process.
through over the TV too. I mean, you
Now,
can tell how crazy that
Me,
place
so wasn't
was.
that that has to be a bit of a blasphemous statement, I think.
Yeah, I
Can
mean,
you-
there's been.
I mean, there haven't been that many.
I tried to think of them.
Even the Flyers themselves went to the Stanley Cup Finals. I'm sure there were times.
Yeah, what about the Giroux game was at home, right?
Yeah, like come on, there were times that the roof probably almost blew off.
You're getting carried away because of your
Raptors game
personal
5.
connection.
Listen, it's a short-term memory. It's fine. It was awesome last night, dude,
So
and
good.
it was probably the best Flyers atmosphere in 20 years. So of course you could be hyperbolic about it and say, listen, it's the best
He's
crowd
riding
I've
high.
ever seen.
That's fine. I was actually watching the game at Founding Fathers on South Street.
That's random.
It was
What are
random.
you doing down there?
My kid plays baseball right around the corner
Nice
from there.
invite, bro.
And
You get a call, did you?
Yo,
Good
I'm
call.
right around the corner.
Yeah, what the hell, dude?
I like
Yo.
Founding Fathers.
sorry guys,
It's cool, man.
I was hooping.
I don't
We were
know.
busy.
Fink, are you serious, man? Like you really would? Like, come on, dude. Like,
There was
stop.
no chance I would have come.
Tom,
I mean, like, I like
fine.
the invite. I would think about it for like
Fine.
30 seconds.
And
It was
not
a late.
respond.
Listen, it was a late breaking plan.
I would respond in the third period, like, oh, I just seen this now.
It was a late breaking plan due to some changes in schedule. But anyway, I go in there from time to time, but usually it's like a random night and there's nothing going on. There's barely anyone there. I walk in there, I could barely get a seat like anywhere. And when the Flyers scored the first goal, it almost startled me, like the way everyone responded in unison. It was so awesome. I just was like, this is the greatest thing ever. And hockey's cool like that, right? Because I was comparing it to other things and I'm like, all right, if you're watching like a playoff baseball game, someone hits a homer and you know it off the bat, kind of like the Reese Hoskins thing or whatever, maybe there's that. And if it's a touchdown, I guess, but like that goal, when you score the goal, I guess this is why people love European soccer so much, or
Yeah.
football
No,
or whatever
no.
you want to call it.
I was
so much
thinking
less
about it last
scoring.
night. I'll be real quick with it. I was thinking about it last night while I was sitting on my bed it was me and my wife, and the twins came in because they almost had to go to bed. So I was like, come in and watch the Flyers.
That way,
for a
no
little
more
bit.
twins are happening either.
And then like 10 minutes later, my other three
Mommy and Daddy
kids are in
wrestling
there.
again.
And next thing you know, like my whole room is filled and we're watching the Flyers game. And
It's like the
such-
penalty box.
It's such a cool experience.
This is all stuff
It was
in
like it was exactly like the penalty box. But the thing about I was like it's so action packed. But hockey, when the pressure is on, there's nothing like it. Like in football, the offense has it, and the defense can't do anything. In baseball, the offense is batting, and there's nothing the defense can do. In basketball, they're going to go back and forth and score some points. In hockey, man, when the pressure's on, and especially during like a power play, when you just dominate a zone, and there's nothing like it, especially in the playoffs, man. It's such a cool thing, and for my kids to experience this is the first time they've seen this in their like. I went through Lindros. I was Hextall when I was 8 years old when they played the Islanders. Like I remember all this shit, and I of course in when they played the Blackhawks. But for my kids to see it and to see them, it's almost like a horror movie where it's like the quickest thing, man. The tides can change, and it's a goal the other way, and like the shorthanded goal that Tippett was a part of, man.
Yeah.
It was just so cool, and
The
that's
other
what's
crazy
awesome
thing
about
is-
playoff hockey.
Yes, I agree. And the other crazy thing is like what's normal for hockey is like not normal for any other sport. Like there's all out just like fuck you Penguins chants from 20,000 people. I personally did not yell expletives, and it's like that's cool. Like there's no story
I
about
don't know
Philly
if you-
fans
I don't
being
know if you
assholes.
saw-
And then Konechny,
Yeah.
like the star of your team is in the penalty box screaming.
He's
at
calling
risk,
the dude a pussy,
and
and
he's
you
like,
could
"You're
you
a
could
fucking
hear it.
pussy,"
Yeah.
over and over again, and they're showing it on the
And
thing.
what about when Sealer got called for the penalty? I don't know if because you were at the game, but on TV you could hear him telling the ref how big of a pussy he is. He's like, this is the fucking playoffs, and this is like what a bad thing to call. But you can't call technical.
Right.
Like if that was fucking, I'm sorry for cursing. If that was an NBA
Cat's
dude,
out of the bag.
if that was an NBA
Way out.
dude, and he said that to a ref, it would be a technical, 2 shots. It would slow the game down. In hockey, man, it's just fuel for the fire. And what
Yeah.
about
And think about it.
Even
Russ
hockey's never
turned us on. Like
I was
if
gonna say
he
that.
didn't shove Connectany and get into, we would have lost that game probably.
hockey never gets slowed down except when they take 15 minutes to try to figure out who needs to go in the penalty box, and then they put 11 people in there. And it
In
doesn't make any
person,
sense to
very
anyone.
rare
I gotta tell you,
occasion.
in person, it was
you
that
said,
was almost entertaining.
the TK Russ thing, like when they were going at it, it got to the point where the ref gripped up Russ and was like, knock it the fuck off. Like,
right.
you like, just stop. And like, there's nothing else you can do to prevent that. And like,
and then Connectany dropped his glove.
it's
like,
great.
And he bitched. Like
That was so
we won
Philly the way you
series
said that. Did you
right
hear that?
there. Like
Connecting.
we were down.
Love it.
Sorry, we were down 1-0, and we won this. Like
Yo,
in
did
the
you
game, and we won the series right.
Did
there.
you guys see when Connecting was on Roosevelt Boulevard?
You
It
mother-
was crazy.
So I don't have the greatest dialect.
Porter-
Just
So-
one anecdote to your
Hold on, let me say one thing.
anecdote
Let
to
me
your
say one thing
experience.
before you
All right,
go.
ahead.
On your point about the kids, that's the coolest thing for me, watching my kid watch this, and not only being like, I'm into it because I'm from Philly and the Flyers are part of Philly, but watching him go like learn about the game of hockey and see, to your point, Mark, that stuff goes on in hockey that never goes on, and I can just see the light bulb going off where he's like, this is the most badass thing I've ever seen. And you know, for his whole life, he was just able to be like, oh, the Flyers, like it was almost like a cool thing, you know.
And when they could see like a
just-
dude like Tippett, just like a total warrior,
Yeah.
it impresses.
And I
them,
said to him,
you
like,
know?
can you imagine? And honestly, this is the thing about it that just I think is so crazy. Like these guys are going to absolute war with the other team on a night in, night out basis. And then they have to do it every other day. And they just have to get through one, you know, how many series do you have to get through? 4? I don't even know.
4. Yeah, they have
It's
13
just
wins left.
And then
Insane
how
to
about,
me.
How about at the end of the game when Martone's fighting the other teenager on the Penguins? Like, I bet you every flyer
good.
was just like, dude, he's earning his stripes, man. He's fucking doing it. And I bet you, like, they are like one of the closest teams I've ever seen in Philly. Like, just the way when they were all in that penalty box and then they scored and they're celebrating in there, 5 of them.
Very good.
It was one of the coolest
Really
things
good.
I've ever seen.
All right, Mark, sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No,
buddy.
no, you didn't. And Zegras was like, I wanted to score and then go celebrate with that.
Yeah.
He was like thinking about
Yeah.
it. I was just saying to your point, Jesse, I think the vibes around this team are so high. And yes, the Sixers can succeed right now a little bit maybe, but I actually was Saturday night. I could not watch the game. This was like painful because my aunt and uncle were in to see my kids play sports that day. They planned this like a month ago. And I was on South Street at this Italian restaurant that's like a half a block from Founding Fathers. But when the Flyers would score, the whole block
See, that's the
would
best.
shake and they would
That's
cheer.
the
And it was
best. Yeah,
almost
that's the best,
cooler to just like follow the game
Wow.
from hearing the reaction from the bar.
Right.
And, you know, it was a nice night. All the windows were open in the restaurant, in the bar. And it was like, damn, this city is like coming alive around this team. And the team is coming alive. And I think
All
they're going to win on Saturday night. And
I need
All right,
your
can I jump on the
Yeah, go ahead, go
the
ahead.
Martone thing that Meech was talking about? If you saw after that, Coots went up to him and like patted him on the back, like you saw him getting the
Yeah.
vets like stripes,
Right.
and he's just like, yeah, that's that shit right
Yep.
there. Like
Yeah.
I love that. Like that gets
Awesome.
you going. Like
Yeah.
how do you cannot love playoff hockey?
And it just
like that?
makes the a locker room get I mean, it's I think a cool thing is happening with the Flyers, and I can't wait to. I don't care if they get swept next round. This has been awesome, man. And next year, Porter Martone is technically a rookie. Like he only played 11 games. I think you have to play 25 to qualify as a rookie.
And
had
Tom-
Michigan State not got bounced early, this may not have even been happening. They were the number 1 seed. They got bounced in the second
they
round.
lost in overtime. If they
Yeah.
didn't get beat,
Thank
in
you
overtime.
to the team
And
that beat
Taka
them.
came
think it
out
was
today
Boston
or
College.
yesterday and said like this is like the most close knit
Yeah.
team that he's ever been a part of, and he said it's not me. He said it's just the players, and they actually love each other and playing for each other. And let's go win a fucking cup.
Yeah, dude.
Let's
Why
go
not?
win the cup. Why not?
Which
Why not?
parade?
Why not us?
By the way, it's nice to see a coach because we've seen so many of these coaches come in that are like the tough guy, old school, and like it just doesn't. They don't. The players eventually just say like screw it. It's good to see that can actually work. A guy that holds them accountable. They respond to it. So I'm
There were
glad
some
to see.
Tocchet jerseys in the building last night that I thought was pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
That's
And
beautiful.
then I saw a Ghost Behir jersey, and I was like, You can't wear that. The guy's on
How
like
do
the
you-
team you're gonna
Come
play
again?
next round.
Ghost River.
Ghost Breer. Ghost be here.
Or,
Ghost Despair.
What was his name again?
Ghost
Ghost
Despair?
Despair.
Ghost
Ghost
Despair.
Despair. I don't even know. I remember watching him in the Frozen Four, and I was like, dude, that guy balls. And then we got him.
I remember watching him his rookie year. I was like, this dude reminds me of Brian Leach.
There you go. Well, so I feel a little bit like a fraud. I don't have a decent amount of gear. Like I had gear back in the Lindros days, but I never, I think I had a.
They haven't been relevant.
Yeah,
like
but-
you can't buy you can't spend $300 for a jersey
Right.
of someone who isn't going to be there in 2 years.
Yeah,
So you have to wait until these times. Now you buy a Porter Mortone jersey. Like
Can you get the blank
buy
jersey?
you buy
Rock,
a Zegras
don't,
jersey.
Don't do the blank
No,
jersey
that's-
thing. Okay, but listen, I
I'm
think
either going blank or I'm going Wayne Simmons. You know what I mean?
yeah, but you said it's
I
hard to
wore the
find a
Wayne
Wayne
last night to the game.
Yeah.
He has a Wayne.
He has
You
one.
got to sell
You
him
gotta
your
give
Wayne.
that up.
Sell him your Wayne.
Nah.
Yeah, he
I'll
needs the
find
Wayne.
one.
Anyway, what I was going to say
You
though
get
is
it made.
I went to actually when I went to get Meech's Meechkov shirt, which by the way, I'm glad you're getting good use out of that. Yeah, that's right.
Michkov,
Um,
who's the only guy in the series not doing anything.
I was thinking,
All
yeah,
right,
let's not
relax.
talk about that.
Yeah, relax.
I was
Talk-
thinking about getting
Meech
myself
talking over
something.
there.
Meech.
I was thinking about getting myself something and then maybe get my son something. But I just didn't. This was before the playoffs had even started, and I was just like, and now I feel like even more since I waited. Now I'm like, can I really go?
Yeah.
But I think it's fair for the kids, right? Like the kids, you can't be like the kids are jumping on the bandwagon because,
No,
like, for all
no.
I know, he could be like a huge hockey fan
You're
his whole life.
starting a hockey.
So
fan.
would you say then I got to get a Martone shirt or jersey for a kid? That kind of makes sense. But all the kids are going to have them. It's like when we signed Saquon Barkley.
Then
everyone had-
get Zegras.
I love
is
Zegras.
fucking the
I'm a
man.
big Zegras
Tip
guy.
it.
I just honestly, I want to get a
I would get
Rasmus.
Tippett just for that move.
Ristolian
That move
scored
he
for you
had the
last
other
night.
day.
Did you
Well,
say
when
it
Ris-
was stolen?
It's a long
No, Ristolian. When Ristolian scored last night, I
Is he being
thought of you,
serious?
Jesse.
Ristolian.
This guy has season tickets.
Yeah, this guy's in the building.
Ristolainen.
I was gonna
There we
say.
go.
Same shit.
Wait, this guy's name is Rasmus Ristolainen.
And
Like,
every
are
time
you
I see him, I
kidding
think of
me?
you, Jesse, because you love that name so much.
I will say, and you're not going to believe me, but I did have a parlay last night. I had Ristolainen, Kate's, I had Porter who didn't hit for me, and Zegras in it. It was $10 to win $4,000.
No,
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
empty netter.
why am I taking Risto in there? But I just went in the app and I felt it, but it was 10 to win $4,000.
The best
I was
part
hoping
is
for Porter fucking empty
Well, I
netter.
want this guy.
you were close. I was
This guy
talking
should,
to
this guy
they
doesn't
can't
even
see
know
him.
he
They
should
can't.
have me as his
Whoever's
agent. Look
Francis-
at this guy.
Whoever's
My-
watching
my-
or listening can't see him.
That's a giant.
Francis Magoa
Boom!
from Miami,
From Miami. Yeah, he's
Okay.
good.
via Hawaii.
Anyway.
Samoan.
So now I can't remember what I was going to say.
you were going to ask me about this Ignite the Orange hat, and
I was going to ask you that. You
Yeah.
guys never. Oh wait, you said it gets Zegers. Okay, fine. Let's go with Ignite the Orange because Mark. You guys, anybody who's been watching the show for a while knows we've talked in the past about buying the team merchandise as the team begins or reaches a round of the playoffs that is not the championship. And my stance on this was always, I don't want a division championships shirt, division champion shirt if we lose the World Series. And that's always going to remind me that we didn't win. So I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to wait. And if they win the championship, I'll buy something. Well, Mark, I can see, has bought into the Flyers' genius marketing campaign, Ignite the Orange. I'm not sure what that means. I guess it's like orange is
Did you
kind of
see
like
Red
flag.
before the
October-
game they had Shane Gillis ignite he flipped the switch.
Oh, if Shane
I
Gillis
gotta
did
say, I
the
don't
orange.
love that.
And it's
I didn't
no,
love it. I
it's
didn't
their
love it.
it's their version
it's
of
like
the bell.
it's
You can't get something cooler than doing the hawk, the goalie stick over. Like,
I'm
you gotta
just saying,
think on this.
and you
Come
you
on.
could tell Shane Gillis thought it was corny as shit.
Yeah.
But whatever.
it's their
just,
version of the bell.
yeah, it's
and
some
it's here to
stupid
stay.
thing. Like who cares?
What do you mean it's here to stay?
I think it is not just going to be during the playoffs, and that's why I picked out this fine hat, because I think this is like ubiquitous. I think it can live on to next year. It doesn't say like playoff berth.
No, but that's the same thing as like the
It's just
Red
says
October.
Ignite the but Red October is ubiquitous. Red October lives every year when we make October. I think Ignite the Orange is going to live
Okay.
longer than this playoff run. So I was like, I dig this hat. It doesn't say 2026 on it. There was thought, is my point that went into this, Jesse, because I'm with you. I refrain now from buying like wild card berth,
Oh, we've changed you.
and well,
Wait,
one of the
a
greatest
wild
things
card
I've learned
berth
on
shirt.
these City Pigeons podcasts is to like
That's crazy.
maybe hold back from buying every item when they like just
Yeah.
qualify with an
Yeah.
under 500 record.
I respect that you get so into it that you just start buying stuff. I have some respect for
How
that.
could he not?
Here's
He's
what I
down
would
there
say
for
though.
games.
Red
he's in there.
October
It's a
is
season
like
ticket holder.
that just works on so many levels. It's coming back every year. You know, October, the playoffs are always October. We are
Sean
red,
Connery.
the movie. So that to me has staying power.
Take the way-
Ignite the Orange strikes me as like, you know,
Let's hunt.
bolt up or like, yeah, like something that they came up with. I don't think that it's going to stay. This is an interesting conversation. We will have to
Raise
see.
the cone.
But here's what I would say.
I like it.
Listen.
I like Ignite the Orange. I
I
think
was there
it's fun.
last week. I see. It's
Raise
funny.
the
as-
cat.
They were
Oh my
stealing
God.
cones all around the city and putting them on their heads going to the game.
If there's one squad though that like I think you can get away with getting the early playoff merch, I feel like it's this one because I think people clearly feel like even if the Flyers don't go,
This feels like a birth of something.
I
like
also
house
feel
a
money.
birth of
Right.
like a new
Right.
team. Like
But
a
how
self-
about-
A new
How about-
era of orange.
You
Yeah.
remember when the birth of the fucking Patriots ended up in a fucking Super Bowl win?
Exactly.
So what if this ends up in a Stanley Cup victory? And then,
I'm not saying like a
And these
birth
are
of,
sold
like-
out, and y'all are like, yeah.
I'm not saying the
Wish
birth
I had
of like
Ignite the
them
Orange
winning
hat.
it all
I
this
should have
year.
ignited
Listen,
the orange.
But
Mark,
like,
a hat based on a fucking playoff run isn't a bad purchase at all.
Yeah.
It'll never be.
Thank you.
Flyers
Yeah,
fans
I
aren't
do
as
have a question
judgmental
based on
either.
your cone that I thought of, and I was going to bring this up tonight, but this is a good segue. So Saturday night, think times have changed in stadiums across the country. Do you think you are allowed to bring a broom into the game on Saturday night? Will they let you? I was thinking about
No.
this today.
Absolutely not.
Fucking
How many brooms will be on
2026
that
is
ice?
so weak.
No, it's
a
that's not,
safety
that's
hazard,
it's been
dude.
that way.
Why?
But
It's
they
a
will still end
broom.
up with
What do you mean
brooms
it's a
on the
broom?
I
ice.
did see someone threw a rotisserie chicken
Hold
on the
on.
ice yesterday at one of the hockey games.
what? A rotisserie?
A rotisserie.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
What is it?
I'm not doing it again. You guys are all laughing at me. I said it the right way.
Did you? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So
Beautiful.
what happens to my
Wait,
throw?
but
What-
wait,
hell,
Mark,
man?
Mark, you are a licensed attorney, and you're telling me the idea of a bunch of Flyers fans coming into the stadium with brooms.
a bunch of wild
when you
ass
just
hockey
told me
fans.
that like
Brooms.
Penguins
They're
fans
animals.
were like absolutely getting it. A broom is a weapon, man. I don't know if you know this.
Yo, I bet
Yeah,
you,
you know-
could. I bet you they'll let you
He's
bring
back.
one in
He's back.
under a certain size.
No.
And if it's clear,
Just shove it up your ass.
No,
You
no.
didn't.
You know what? Call them tomorrow.
well, I'm not
Hello.
going on Saturday, unfortunately.
Do I have
I
to throw
got
this on
I got
the
a
ice?
buddy who works at Wells Fargo. Shout out Gipper Grove.
Oh, let's get him
I'm
on the
gonna
pod.
text him tonight.
He's the owner of the Golden Kenny.
I'm
Or
gonna-
he was.
I
I'm
have
gonna
it,
text.
baby.
I'm
It's
gonna
still in the
text him
basement of
tonight
things.
and see if it's if you're allowed.
Let's
to
text
bring
him
a
right
broom.
now. Let's text him right
Yeah,
now.
Yeah, text
Think-
him right
think
now.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, settle
I
an
was thinking,
argument.
then does it have to be like Nerf, like a Nerf?
No,
broom?
no.
Like
Has
is
to be
there
a,
a
has
broom
to be
you
a
can-
soft-handled broom.
But you remember, like
Just tell the people at the front that
people
you're
used
a
to
witch
walk. You
and
see
it's
these
part of your
old time
religion.
videos of people
Yeah.
walking around stadiums with brooms. Like break out the brooms.
People were more well-behaved back then.
Thanks, Tom, for
believe so.
laughing.
where were our standards just?
You're my audience.
Society was different.
We used to get. I was telling someone the other day they had the bat giveaway at the Phillies games. I have one of the
yeah,
bats.
the Charlie
They gave away
Manuel.
legit wooden bats.
I had a Charlie Manuel Louisville Slugger, like that, a solid wood bat that was a giveaway in like 2011
on the
or
way
something.
into the game.
That's
and I beat the
madness.
fucking shit out of somebody with it.
You know why?
Hey,
you know
Mitch.
why they probably don't give those things away
It
anymore?
was
Is
like
because some-
casino.
That was a hard F. You know what I mean?
Casino.
Yeah, well,
You're not monetizing.
Sorry
this
for
episode,
cursing.
bud.
Is Gritty hands
how
down the
far
best
into the
mascot in
show
sports?
is this?
I guess far enough. We're almost 40 minutes.
Listen,
You remember on TV once you got past 9 o'clock, you were allowed to curse.
Like when
And show like side boob.
what
Yeah.
was the show?
I'm not gonna
Blue-
show-
NYPD Blue.
Yeah.
When they started
You
showing
saw
guys
Dennis Franz
his
asshole.
asshole. Yeah,
that was like, whoa.
not his ass.
I mean, not his asshole.
Whoa!
You always have to go just a
But
little
back to the
further.
Gritty thing. Did you see like when they threw the penguin?
Penguin.
Yeah, so
and
good.
Penguin fans are actually upset by that.
Yeah.
I love
Gotta be
Gritty's the
kidding.
best
How
mascot.
are
in
you
sports.
upset by
It's
that?
not even close.
Because they're sensitive.
Dude, I was saying the thing was getting passed around for a while before security was like, "Oh, we should grab it." It was about to get thrown on
It was,
the
about
ice.
to be, yeah, it was right in
And then
front of
they
the
grabbed it,
Penguins
but
bench.
everyone's just beating it. I was like, they should just let the crowd just pass that around all night, and just ripping
Dude,
it.
they-
Yo, I will say this. I'm watching this draft. I mean,
Cowboys pick.
I was in Pittsburgh last weekend, and they were so nervous. The whole city was nervous about this draft. They're like, so many people are going to come in from all over the country, and I'm thinking to myself, like, who's going to come to Pittsburgh just to watch their team pick one guy? Like, is it
Caleb
worth
Downs
it?
here.
Meanwhile,
Apparently
there's
a lot
like
of people.
700,000 people in this one park by the stadium
Yeah.
watching this draft. It's
Looks pretty electric.
Has anyone ever like attended a draft live?
Yes. Weren't you there in Philly?
I know it was in. No, I didn't go.
but the
Really?
Philly
I was
one
there.
wasn't that one of the first ones that
Yes.
wasn't
It
at
was.
Madison
It
Square
was. I
think it
Garden
was
and
the
it
first.
turned into an event?
Right?
I'm
Now,
not sure if it
now
was
it's
the
like
first.
this is like a
one of them.
destination event.
Is
But I
that
mean,
the
like,
David
the-
Akers year?
We had the best one, and,
Yes.
and they've been trying to do it every city
Right on
since
the
then
Parkway.
because we
So-
were so good.
Did Meech? Did
Oh,
you
that's
go to
right.
PNC? Can we get a review?
I didn't go to PNC, but
Oh.
I made the mistake of taking my son out to lunch at a burger place that was across the street from PNC Park. But it was the Pirates game didn't start till 4:00, and we went at like noon. So I was like, we're good. It was Paul Skeen's bobblehead day, so everybody in Pittsburgh was waiting in line. Like there were lines
Mm.
around the goddamn stadium, and besides that, everybody was at the burger places and whatever other place. So I was
This was a little crowded. Okay.
it was very crowded.
Cowboys pick Caleb Downs, safety from Ohio State. There's a lot of Ohio State guys
Yeah,
coming to the
how
NFC
did like
East.
Ohio State not win the national championship? They got like 6 dudes picked already.
That's a good question.
Unbelievable. I got a
That-
question. Does
yeah.
like, and I think Mark, I don't know, you might know. this,
Brother of
but
Colts receiver Josh
what is the
Downs.
significance to the black and yellow color in Pittsburgh? Do you know?
Just always been black and gold. It may have something to do with like the steel, but I'm not sure.
I was just curious because I was watching the game the other night and I'm like, I don't know why it never dawned on me that all those teams. I mean, I've noticed that all those teams are black and yellow, but then I'm like, why the fuck are they black and yellow? I was like, I bet you Mark knows the answer. to
I
this.
don't know the exact answer, but were you the one that said, wouldn't it be cool if every city, all their teams, someone said this
That
the
wasn't
other
me.
day,
No,
That
that
would
would
be
be cool.
cool.
Yeah.
if every city, the colors were the same.
Right.
Because someone was like, wow, it is
What would we
pretty
pick?
cool that Pittsburgh, all the teams have the same colors.
Yeah.
Well, you would think here we'd be red, white, and blue.
You would have to.
You know what I
You
mean?
got the
Yeah.
Sixers.
Green is
Phillies,
just real random.
Or-
birthplace of America,
or the color of the flag, like the Eagles one alternate
Red, white,
jersey.
blue?
when
The blue
Kevin
and yellow-
Curtis scored
blue, yellow,
3
white.
touchdowns.
Ew, no.
Yellow. My
Not
brother had
that.
that in Westbrook.
That's
Meech,
gross.
did you get a bobblehead? Because they're selling on eBay for $60 right now. That would have been a nice Meech hat there.
$60.
No, listen, to get one of them, you had to wait in line for 3 hours, and the ticket was probably $40. So what kind of fucking hack is that? And
Not
plus,
a
I
hack.
would
know
have
what?
to pay $90 on the turnpike to fucking.
Speaking of that and good deals, Mark, you forgot to talk about your what you saw at the game. Here, I'll put it up for you.
Oh.
Now,
hat
this
trick
is
counts.
Mark, I'm proud of you for taking a picture of it. This is what I want you doing. It's taken a long time, but when you're out there in society and you see something like this, why don't you take a picture? I
I have
want you to
something to
bring it
say
to our
about this.
attention. All right. So what we're looking at here is a picture that Mark took at the Flyers game of a promotion, a food promotion here, and it says Philly Hat Trick Challenge. It is 3 cheesesteaks and 3 orders of fries. It says finish in 3 periods, complete the hat trick, earn the glory, $45. Power play, you can add 2 24-ounce beers for another
I didn't even keep the beers on the
$36.
side. Why not give me 3
Okay.
beers?
So this doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it's $36.38, Jesse.
Yes, I forgot the 38 cents. Mark, what were your initial thoughts as you're looking at this right now? When you were there.
So I hate to burst your bubble. I did not personally take this picture.
That was unnecessary. You didn't have to tell us that.
Yeah, but just
I
lie
know
to us,
because
man.
I know
You're
I don't
so
wanna lie. I'm not a
honest.
liar.
Who took it?
I don't remember, but I did see this
It was on Twitter.
at the stadium. No, I didn't get off Twitter. I don't go on Twitter,
Because
and I wouldn't know how to take it off there if
Yeah, I
I
was
went on
gonna.
there.
You took the words
But-
out of my mouth.
But I know somebody else at the game. I was talking to him. We were exchanging some photos, and I got to tell you, but it was all over the place. Like they were
They're
advertising
really
it
pushing it.
around and pushing it, and I did take note of it, and I did talk about it with the person I was with. This is stupid. I should have just taken the credit, but what caught my eye about
the
this
W.
is there's 2 ways to go about this. You can take the challenge, and it digressed into the 9-inning hot dog challenge and the
Right.
9-inning beer challenge, and what's easier and what's harder, or you can capitalize on the value.
Right.
Yeah.
But here's my question. Okay. No, go ahead.
the thing is, like, the ballparks are all adopting the 999 challenge thing.
Yeah.
And everything's mini now.
Yeah,
like, they're
that's so
mini
stupid.
beers, they're
It's
mini
so
hot
stupid.
dogs.
And you think these
just
cheesesteaks are full cheesesteaks?
No,
You
so
think
they-
those fries is
Get
a
mad,
full
Meech.
order of
Meech is
fries?
mad
You're
about
getting
this.
little baby.
It's so
cheesesteaks.
stupid. These are probably like 4-ounce cheesesteaks compared to if you get
that's
like if you
whack.
pay
I
full
didn't-
price for
I
an
didn't know
actual
that.
cheesesteak, it's probably 12 ounce.
We're
This is
guessing,
probably
we're
adds up to
guessing,
one
but-
cheesesteak. But what kind of challenge is this?
Did you see
Like,
anybody
who-
holding it?
I did
What-
not, and this
The
does
Phillies
actually
shit
make
your
sense.
pants
If
challenge.
somebody, but even if this was a legit full 3 cheesesteaks, full 3 fries, who the fuck gives a shit if you finish this during the course of a hockey game? Like, what kind of challenge is this? It's the dumbest challenge I've ever heard. I mean, well, what are you challenging me to do?
I did
don't
it.
get
They're
it.
challenging you to eat 3 cheesesteaks,
But
3 fries,
why?
and maybe finish
Why-
2
like
85-ounce beers.
in baseball, the 9 hot dogs and 9 beers in 9 innings is a legit challenge that someone made up, and it's kind of fun because it's hard to do. This is stupid. Like, it's a made up. It's nobody challenges me to that. Like, why would you challenge somebody to do
Let
this?
me jump in here because I was just thinking about this. And
I could do this during the first fucking intermission.
Wow.
I could eat that shit.
okay, well, I want
Wow.
to see that.
Let's go.
We got a challenge.
Meech is in
Yeah,
the
you want a
lead for the
challenge.
next available
Okay.
And,
ticket.
and if I don't do it,
Damn.
if I don't do it, I got to pay your stupid price. But if I beat your challenge, what do I get?
Okay.
If it's a challenge,
Bubble guts.
This looks like you have to pay
That's all you
for the
get out of
challenge.
it.
All right,
my friend.
I want to break this down in terms of like how did we get here, right? I want to reference what was the movie? Was it Uncle Buck, where they go to the steak house and
no,
he
that
tries
was a Great Outdoors.
Great Outdoors with
John
John Candy.
and
Why do I
Dan
get that
Aykroyd.
confused with Uncle
It
Buck?
was the old 69.
Wait, he was in Uncle Buck too, though, right? John Candy.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, there are lots of these things when you go to like a steakhouse or something, right? It's like eat the big steak and you get something. Maybe it's free. Your family gets something. Okay. That's kind of where the food challenge comes from. Now,
Eat the gristle.
I know people who, like our buddy, wanted to see as a personal challenge if he could eat 9. You guys were there the night Rich was eating 9 hot
Yeah,
dogs.
they were
remember?
tiny hot dogs.
No,
and
no,
tiny
no, no,
beers.
no, no. This
No,
is
those were
different.
real
hot dogs. No,
This is
yeah.
different. He was
Yeah,
doing
these were
it
full
out of
glizzies,
his
bro.
own
Full
free
glizzies.
will and paying full price for them. Maybe it was a night where it was 2 for 1 or something. But he was trying to eat 9 just to see if he could. They then bastardized that with all these little ones. But they realized, and it's kind of genius, let's be honest, that people were dumb enough to be like, I do want to see if I can do it. I'm going to buy all of that and do it. And if I do,
Of course.
yay
they are.
for me.
Yes.
Right. So if people are stupid enough to do that and like buy into this,
Bet you can't jump
Well,
off that.
who's to say the Flyers are dumb for being like, well, I bet people will take this challenge and eat
Me.
these cheesesteaks
I'm
and get
to say
nothing
that.
for it.
Because you know why? If I'm gonna challenge myself to eat 3 cheesesteaks, I'm not gonna buy them all at once and fucking let 2 get cold while I eat one warm one, and then
Yeah.
throughout the next 2. I'm gonna buy one, eat it warm, and then go back and buy another one and eat that warm. It's a
I think
dumb-
there's a
it's
meat-
It's not really a challenge.
There's clearly
That's
a meat
not a
cheesesteak challenge.
Brewing.
It's brewing here. We got to set this up.
Yo,
I will say
I
along
ordered a
the lines
cheesesteak
of
this
the-
This guy's-
afternoon.
he's
from-
on fire.
Yeah, you're fired up
Fire.
about this cheese.
He's talking a lot.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll shut up after this. I ordered a
Yeah, you
cheesesteak
won't.
this afternoon from Santini's. Shout out Santini's in the Northeast. You're the fucking best. For lunch, and I only ate a half of it. Like, I can't. Why do I have to eat 3 cheesesteaks? And I
You
want
don't
to
have
watch
to.
a fucking playoff hockey
because
game.
it's a
I want to
challenge.
fucking. Why do I have to do a challenge
You
when I just want to
don't,
watch
man.
Trevor
Chill.
Zegras?
You don't
Nobody's
have to do
making
it.
you do it.
No one's making you do it.
What's
But I
wrong
will
with
say,
you,
I was
bro?
driving through the Northeast
It's
last
stupid.
week, and I kept passing all these pizza and steak spots, and I just wanted to keep calling you guys to see if they were any good. And I was like, that's going to
Do
be
it.
so annoying. And then I was going to peel off and go to Fink's, but then I was out of time. And anyway.
Oh, so you fucking hate me. I get it.
Along,
Performative.
along,
Yeah, it's
along the lines of what you're
performative.
saying about these mini things. So when I went to the Flyers Bruins game, it was like one of the last games of the year. It was epic as well, not as good as last night. And I took Ben, and they're advertising everywhere $1 ice cream day. I'm like, oh, it's one of the Sundays, end of the year, a lot of kids there, $1 ice cream day. So I go to take Ben to get the $1 ice cream. The ice cream is this size that they're serving for $1 ice cream day. And I look at the big one they're serving, like at the stand next to it, for like $6. And I'm like, it's like 50 times the size of this. I'm like, This is the dumbest promotion. It's not a deal. It's like,
Is it a dumb promotion? Did you buy it?
no,
Oh, you didn't buy it.
no.
A lot of people did buy it.
Whoa, you got in
No.
line with Ben, and then you're like, actually, we're not going to do this.
No, I was like,
Oh,
I
poor
was like,
Ben. What the
No, he
hell?
spent
What?
$6 for him.
no, I was like, I'll buy you the
Yeah.
big ice cream.
Right.
Yeah, so there's a good. That's the promotion. They're like,
That's what I'm saying.
they put the small
set
one right
you up.
next to the
They
big
said-
one. They're
they
like,
said, oh, wait,
I'm
here
not buying
comes
this
good
little
one.
one.
They kind of it's the
It's
same
all
thing
part
as
of the
like
carnival
We
scam.
got him. We got
He ended up just
Got
wanting
another
an
sucker.
IPA and a soft pretzel.
Wait, that's not good. We got him the season tickets halfway through. Yeah, I got a plan for
You
you.
got another sucker.
So here's the
Oh,
question.
don't you
though.
wish you had Sixers season tickets now?
So here's the question: if you show up though, and you got your two buddies with you, and you're like, "We'll have the cheesesteak challenge," do you think they're gonna be like, "No, that's not how it works"? Or they'll be like, "Sure, we don't care. We'll take your
I
money."
think they're gonna be like, sure, we'll take your money.
I'm having like
The
backspasms.
Aramark
Aramark lady
walk
does
around the
not
corner.
care about your agenda. She
Yeah.
just takes your order and accepts your money.
It's like when you go to the window, I'll have 3
But
kids tickets and 1
I
adult
guarantee you
ticket to the
those
movie.
cheesesteaks are all this big.
Yeah, Mark,
just like those
listen,
hot dogs in the 999 challenge at the
Yeah.
Citizens
Mark,
Bank.
when we
They're this big.
when we go to Game 4 together, I want to make sure that we take a good look at the cheesesteak sizes. And if I'm not there for some reason, I need you to inspect this deal and get
Wait,
us
you're going?
really good. No,
Or
I'm
you're
not. I'm trying to weasel in.
I got you. I got you.
No, I'm trying to weasel in.
Who are you? Who
You
who
are
the
Ben.
game with?
So wait, you said
Thinking
you
Ben?
said you and Mark are gonna go size up the meat.
Well, yeah, like, yeah.
It's their
If
favorite
I
pastime.
Can we
Hey,
go
Fink,
check out the
listen.
meat?
Think if I
I
gotta size
can't-
up some meat to go to the Flyers game, you know,
I
You
cannot.
take your wife there and be like, no, these are regular sized cheesesteaks. Like,
These cheesesteaks
yeah,
actually look
you have
really
no
big,
concept
babe.
of
These cheesesteaks are huge.
yeah, you have no concept of length.
I cannot go to game 4.
These are giant
can't go?
Very
cheesesteaks.
sad, but I will be hanging out in East Falls watching the game if
If you-
anybody wants to
will
join.
you?
Babe, if you finish this challenge, like that's huge.
Yeah, my wife loves
you
average
have
size
softball?
things.
No, I have
He's got a gauntlet of things going
Todd,
on.
friend of the podcast, Todd's 50th birthday party
Todd,
at Cresta and Murphy's and wherever.
Whoa,
else.
that
Todd
sounds
Pile
fun.
Driver.
Did you sell your tickets to Flyers fans?
I hope so.
No,
I
you sold
don't
them
know
to
what-
You don't even know
Oh,
so.
man.
It was. I put them
Wait.
up at a number that I was like, if somebody buys,
Did
them, I'm
you
selling
offer them-
guess
And you
what?
got it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wait, did you offer them to your friends at face value first? Everyone knows that's a move.
In
dude.
this
I gotta
economy,
tell you,
Nah, you gotta capitalize.
You
dude.
see
You
that
gotta-
price of gas,
Do you know,
I
you know
got
how
a
many
kid going to college.
tickets you
next year,
paid
guess
You gotta
what?
capitalize.
Nobody went to the game.
Absolutely. You
I
got
don't
that's
know.
yeah, you can't pass that.
That's the I don't know. Hmm.
Look at all these weird
No,
Rams fans.
all I know is I'm
Imagine-
first row of second level. So if a Penguin fan bought those tickets, goddamn, might be your last day.
Yeah.
No Penguin fans buying tickets to go to that game. They did not want
They
to go
really
to that
are.
game. They did not want to go to that game. All right,
They were
we're
sold before game 3.
look. Go Flyers.
Look,
Let's
Danielle-
go Flyers.
Danielle says
Let's
poor
go
Ben.
Flyers.
Dun, 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 dun.
I
Let's
just
go
listen.
Flyers.
Here's what I don't know because I don't know hockey well enough. I don't know what the other teams. I'm looking at the Flyers right now, and I'm like, I don't see why they can't beat anybody with the way these guys are playing together.
And
But-
they can't.
You know, I just don't know what the level of difficulty
Competition?
is going to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
as we
Is there
go
like
forward.
a like you're a hockey guy, right, Mark? Is there like a OKC?
He doesn't even know
in the NHL?
Rasmus's name.
Is there like a team that's just like clearly more dominant than the rest that's going to just like run away with it? Or
It had been the Panthers.
Ironically, Carolina
okay.
is excellent. They were
Isn't
the
Tampa
number
Bay
one
really good
team
too?
Okay.
this
Avs are
year,
pretty good.
and they have and the Habs are good. Montreal's good. Carolina has Rod Brindamore as their coach, ex-Flyer.
Bitch. Sorry. Eric
Um,
Lindros screwed your one.
and they are up
Why you sat
2-1
in
on
a chair?
Ottawa tonight. They could go up 3-0 in that series.
Hmm.
It'd be a very tough
Wait,
second
they're
round.
up 2-1, but they can go up 3-0.
But we also beat them to clinch our playoff spot.
Yeah, but they didn't
So,
have much riding on that game.
Yeah, they're a tough team. Ottawa's a pretty good team, and they're dominating them so far.
What, I have
through
a
the
question.
series.
What about the Mammoth? Do you know there's a team called the Mammoth?
Yeah,
Uh,
Utah.
yeah.
right?
I'm talking to Rock because I had
Oh.
no idea until
Yeah, I
the other
saw
day.
some weird team names the other day. There's the Mammoth. There's the Wild, the Minnesota Wild. What was the other one
Isn't
I
that
saw?
a WNBA team?
The Atlanta
the
Freak.
Golden Knights.
The Golden Knights,
The
but I heard of that one.
Vegas.
Vegas, and then there was another one. Whatever, but the Mammoth is
The
fire.
Mammoth is kind of yeah.
I like the Wild too.
You like
All
the
right.
Mammoth?
The Texas Titty Twisters.
But either way, like it doesn't matter. Like even if they, if they don't win it, it just does seem like a birth of something that's going to be really
Tom,
good.
why are you
Entertaining.
I know this one.
ridiculous.
What city is Seattle? What's
The
Seattle?
Kraken. Let's get it cracking.
By the way,
that must have been the other one.
Yeah, maybe. But I've
this
seen
pick
that
is
one.
noteworthy to me. Ty Simpson, who a lot of people were saying is one of the best quarterbacks there. He goes to the Rams, who are obviously planning for. This is about the right time with
Yeah.
Stafford.
They're planning for Matt Stafford.
Wait,
to
Stafford was the MVP though, right? Am I getting that right?
Oh, they got a few more years out of Stafford, but I think Stafford's guy, may.
It depends how you look at this
Enjoy
because
his
in
health.
today's
I did see a tweet. They said that they told Stafford
Shuffler's
today
head.
that they planned on taking him, and he's going to take over for him when he's done.
well in
That was
today's
Don't
NFL.
let the door hit you in the ass, buddy.
Listen, in
Look at Aaron
today's
Rodgers sat
NFL,
behind Favre.
you don't
Yeah.
have that situation as much, right?
Favre.
It gets a little uncomfortable when you think the guy you drafted is a really good player. But Matthew Stafford obviously has played a lot of games. This guy's, I could see hanging it up soon. What else does he have left to prove, right?
If you're Ty Simpson, though, what a
It might
great
be like-
situation. Just
I
go
like
in
Matt
there,
Stafford.
learn,
LA,
ease into it, LA, and not get beat up next year, and just
not
Best
bad.
position in sport.
Not bad. All right.
Yeah.
So before we move on, I think we do need to digress a little bit here to the Phils, as much as I know.
What
nobody's
What about
gonna-
skipping the
Valdez
Sixers.
Drexel, baby?
Just
The
skipping the
Boston,
Sixers?
new Boston Strangler.
So, Rock, did
Yeah.
I know previously you've been Rocky on baseball, that's been a thing. I don't know if that's still a thing or not, but I was hoping maybe you've been.
I got a little research.
Were
if
you
wanna
paying
go.
attention to what's going on here? Nah, see, I feel like the
Kinda.
problem is when they're not playing well, that gives you a license to just tune them out completely, and we
They
get
fucking
nothing
suck, dude. What
from
do you want
you.
me to do? You want me to sit there and watch that bullshit?
Fair.
Here's what I do know about the Phillies.
Okay.
They haven't won a game since I guess mid-April at this point, because we're in late April. Lost 9 in a row, right? They seem to not be able to hit the ball, and then when they can hit the ball, they can't pitch, right? Something needs to change. They're not like they're the lowest ranked team in baseball.
Did you see the move they made today?
No.
Oh, he doesn't even know.
They killed their manager.
Oh, no, they cut. They cut. No. They cut.
You
what's
saw
his name?
that. Someone
Yeah, I did.
texted about it.
Yeah, somebody said this. But they have the worst run differential in the league.
That's good. That's right.
We could be.
But here's the
Mets.
thing, right? So yeah, they could.
No,
be
they're
the
worse than the Mets
No,
now.
They have the same record as the.
Yeah,
they're
the Mets
worse than
won
the
a
Mets,
game.
yeah.
The Mets won a game.
They've lost 12. Oh, they won today.
No,
lost
did they
12.
win
The
that?
Mets have lost 12 in a row.
Anyway, bottom
they
line.
Mets
won.
won yesterday.
No, they won.
Oh shit.
Bottom line is the Phillies need to make something happen, right? So when you're like on this bad of a streak, you got to change something. You got to fire a manager, fire a coach, fire yourself if you're the owner.
Fire yourself.
But
Fire yourself
Sell
in-
the
into
team.
at
the
this
sun.
point, they're so far behind, right? And I know baseball is a long season and you can get hot, you can get cold, but it feels like they're so far behind everybody else that they don't have a chance to make the play. And I
think they'd have to go like 79 and 52 or something like that to have the same record as they had last year, which is almost impossible.
right.
Mm.
Anyway, bottom line is they seem like a very shitty team. And then when you're like hearing all this stuff, you're going through all this stuff, you start to lose confidence. You start to sit back in the locker room. You're like, I'll think about next year, right? So
Already?
why not?
Jeez.
I mean, that's the way. I mean, I don't like I said, I haven't been watching. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been watching the Phillies, but that's the feeling I have. Like, why am I gonna get into
They just
this?
re-signed a bunch of old guys. They re-signed Schwarber, JT.
Yeah,
Realmuto,
they got
like-
the same bullshit out there
and-
that they lost with
and
last year.
We re-signed Lazardo, who,
But then
who sucks
they're missing
this
their
year.
top pitcher. Right?
Sanchez sucks this year.
Maybe he
Like,
comes
3
back.
games to
Maybe he
2,
comes back
coming
and
home.
he's coming back soon,
Mark
right? Wheeler's coming back
Wheeler
soon,
and
right?
Nola.
yeah, maybe
Um,
everybody comes back. I
And
mean,
then
I wish.
ignite some 2 of those.
Um,
Bottom line is they fucking stink. They need to do something. So they should probably fire their manager. I would say that if they don't win any games this weekend, and they just got their asses beat by this team,
Yeah.
right? So if they don't win any games this weekend, they should probably fire the manager. And that might spark something in the team.
I just honestly, I don't know. Like, I appreciate that, but maybe you can lie and say that you watch the games or something. Because as soon as you say you're not watching the games at all, I just don't know how much I can really, what you're
Have
saying.
you been watching this game?
Yeah,
I mean,
Are
I
you
have
wasting your
been.
time in watching this game?
Yes.
You can kind of get the gist of it by not watching the game.
I know,
watched. You know
but-
what I watched? I watched the news at 11 p.m. and
still
they
make
showed
that?
me all
Fox
the things.
29?
No, I don't watch Fox 29.
Whoa.
I watch ABC.
Whoa.
Saturday night.
Only when DK and
Saturday
Only when-
night.
only when
Saturday
DK
night, Saturday night.
Wow,
Nothing
the
against
gist
kidding.
of it.
They suck. Yeah. Wow.
No, but I get what I need to see about the Phillies. And what I see is that they fucking stink. They need to make a change. If they make a change, it might spark something.
What do you think about Wheeler, though?
when he comes back? That may spark the change.
Is Wheeler going to do Wheeler things?
He's coming back in 2 days.
2 days?
Yeah.
I saw that he was pitching somewhere out in Reading, the Iron Pigs, or wherever the fuck that
Lehigh
team name
Valley.
is, Lehigh Valley.
Yeah.
Whatever. Maybe
They
he
had a-
sparked something. And I've noticed that since what's the
done
guy's
road
name? The
trip.
Durantula, Duran.
Wait.
Duran.
Mark,
Johan
look who's
Duran.
pointing out.
I'm over the spider.
Look who's pointing out that the Mets won. And
But ever since the Spider's been out,
nobody
they
asked
haven't
you,
won a
Danielle.
game. Right? They don't have that electric in the stadium. They don't have that light
Mark
show going.
Mark married a Mets fan.
Well, they do have the light
Wait.
show going on. They just haven't been
Yeah,
winning.
you
No,
have to have
he's
a
been
lead
out.
to have the light show going on.
Yeah, but anyway,
No questions.
they just need to do it, man. And maybe I got a question about baseball. So when I was looking this shit up
Okay.
earlier, right? This is more, I guess, about the promotions that they give away at the stadium. I was looking and I
Which
was
you
like,
used to tell us about.
I know I have them, but one of the ones that's coming up is the PGA Championship night at the Phillies game, right?
Ooh.
Oh,
And the giveaway
The
is
golf glove?
What?
What are they giving away? I'm sorry.
No, they're giving away a Fanatics head cover. And I was like, damn, that's a nice fucking.
Wait. Fanatics or like the fanatic?
Oh, I'm sorry, Fanatic.
Okay, the
Phillies
fanatic. 'Cause
fanatic.
we don't want a
The
fanatic.
guy
That'd be
from,
Michael Rubin.
from the Galapagos
gonna
Island,
fall
wherever the
apart.
fuck he's from.
Yeah, Galapagos. You got
Yeah.
it.
So I was like, that's a pretty cool giveaway, right? That's pretty unique, right? If you don't know that the PGA Championship's coming in the Philadelphia area, but I was like,
Which
that's
is
pretty-
actually soon, right?
In May.
I kept thinking,
18th?
oh, that's not till August because it used to be in
No, it's
August,
pretty
but
soon.
now it's soon.
But anyway, I was like, that's a pretty cool giveaway. Like, I might even try to go to the game to get that.
Wednesday, April 29th.
Yeah, it's next
Yo, I
week.
changed that game.
Let's go.
Well, you're out of luck. You're shit out of luck, my man,
Because
because
is it 14 under?
it's for the first 2,500 people who purchase tickets.
Oh, through this event.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
some
what?
bullshit.
So all you have to do, is click a certain link.
Yeah, but it's
I already
already
have
it's-
tickets.
It's sold out. Like, if you didn't were you one of the first 2,500 people
Oh,
to
yeah,
buy a
that's
ticket for
sold
this
out.
game?
Well, I didn't buy it through that link or whatever.
Well, you're fucked. Bottom line, you're not getting the Phillies Fanatic because you have to get. You have
I
to
just
get a
lost my
voucher.
head cover too.
You have to
Yeah,
get a
that-
voucher
That actually
Right.
is
to get
cool
the head
shit.
cover.
First, I go to Trey Turner jersey night, and they won't give me one because I'm older than 14. And now I'm going to go to the Fanatic head cover, and I can't get a damn head cover.
But you could probably
It's not a
buy
good
one
season
from
for me.
somebody in there. Like, they're going to be selling them, right?
Yeah,
but
that's not
anyways,
a bad
pull 'em
call.
in.
What happened to
Punch
the
some
good
little
old
kid.
What happened to the good old days of beating up a kid and taking their stuff? Like
you can beat up a
Just
kid. and
stabs,
take-
just
you can-
stab somebody in Jetro who has one.
2026, we're so woke now. We can't even just beat
But then
up
I was
kids
like,
anymore.
anyway, I was
Can't
looking
bring a
at
broom
the.
into a game.
Yeah, unless you put up your ass.
I was looking at the other promotions that they had, and on, what was that? That was Wednesday night, right? And
Well,
then
you can already buy them on eBay.
How much?
$70.
Are they
What
cool
is it?
looking though?
PGA Championship one?
I
No.
don't think these are the right.
Yeah.
These are like someone made.
Yeah, these are like the PGA Championship ones. I think they have
Yo,
like a.
I got to be honest, these actually look
We
cooler
have to
than the
talk to our
PGA
boy
one.
Alex.
The
Let's talk
PGA
to
one-
A-Best and see what he can come
I
up with.
guess it has a PGA thing
Hey,
on it.
best.
Yeah, I mean, it's
swag.
like it's a once in a. Nah,
Oh,
I
it does
guess-
say Aronimic on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
I'm
a
about to
very.
email my rep
it's a
tomorrow.
very
see
unique
that
item, right?
side one.
But then I'll look at the other promotions they got. And Tuesday night they have the Hatfield Frank Phillies hat. And I'm like, so it's a Phillies hat and it's got hot dogs all over it, right?
No, that's
Baby
cool.
blue hat. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I guess you get one of those. It's the same fucking deal. You have to be one of the first 2,500
find
people. To
it.
get
I got
it,
an idea
right?
for a promotion. Phillies win a game night.
Hey!
Let's go. Maybe somebody will go to the damn
Bang!
game. Maybe somebody will go to the game. I don't know.
But I'm just curious, like, how, like I thought that you go to a baseball game, you get a little something. This seems like some shit you got to like pre-order, and like this is like all. It's
Look at
feeding the
this.
resale community.
Look at this, Mark. Danielle says, I was just clarifying, Tom. I root Phillies, but they stink right now. I don't buy that for a second.
Oh, dude,
I don't
Who's
buy
the
it.
fraud
She's
now,
a bad
Danielle?
jumper.
you gave so much sass to that.
Listen.
Like it was just a sentence. You gave sass.
Oh,
to
yeah.
that.
You have
Like,
to. Wait, does she or does she not have Mets yoga pants?
No.
Why are you
you
looking at
sure?
her Mets yoga
100%.
pants?
She's
bro?
got like sports
Yeah,
yoga
100%.
pants. That's what she does.
May or may not be a
Fucking
Mets
weirdo.
thong. Whoa!
Oh! Mark's like, not tonight with that on. You get that crap out of here. All right, I'm stopping.
oh my God, there's a draft party in Tampa Bay. Like, what's going on with it? Like, who cares?
Sorry,
They finished 8 and 9
Fine.
last year too.
had a salad for dinner.
Oh,
Anyway.
salad.
I think your Phillies
So,
are
Rocky,
in
what's
deep
the
doo-doo.
next good giveaway that we might get our hands on?
You can go down on Thursday night and stroll the bases as a senior, which we probably might all.
All right.
Closer to that than the
Yeah,
jerseys.
I don't
Yeah,
qualify.
we're-
Me and Tommy will be
yeah.
doing that in a couple years, though. Holding
Soon
hands.
enough. Soon enough. Yeah, I mean,
Don't let me
This is
fall.
what you got forward. This is what you got to look forward to. Sunday night, you're gonna see all across the fucking internets and your Twitters that Rob Thompson has been fired. It's gonna be a new
Sunday
era. Yeah, after the
Okay.
game's over.
Okay.
After they lose.
They're going to get swept by the Braves. Is that
Correct.
the end of the series?
Correct.
Yeah, getting swept twice by the Braves in under 2 weeks.
That'll be cool.
This is the second plane ride I would not have let him get on. Let's see if he gets.
That's what
on
you're
the
gonna
third.
see on Sunday night. That's what you guys got to look forward to.
No, because I think
new era starts.
they are praying and hoping that somehow, some way, things take a turn. Because if they fire Rob Thompson, then it's like basically it's not admitting that this run is over with this team, but it kind of is. And
This run is over with this team.
Dombrowski basically admitting he screwed it
He
all
should be
up.
fired
and-
too.
It's over.
Yeah.
Ruben Bain looks like a 1980s drug
So
dealer.
here's the
I-
problem
That
with
means-
firing
that
Thompson.
means he's going to be a stud.
From an analytical
I
level.
Even
would
if
here-
that-
absolutely draft him.
if you want any analytics on this show tonight, Jesse, here's the problem with firing Thompson.
Limited.
And I read this earlier this week and I agreed with it. Your best option is Dusty Watham, and he's not a great option. He
Let 'em
looks
coach
like
themselves.
like a bowling ball with that helmet on third base, bowling pin. I mean, and then your other option is Don Mattingly, but you can't hire Don Mattingly because his son is the GM, and it creates a really
So fire
weird
his son.
dynamic.
Even though he's
So they
he's
just
like the
don't
assistant, I feel like
have-
that.
He's not assistant anymore. He's because Dombrowski's president of baseball operations, which is like the new title. So Mattingly is the GM, and where that normally
the
would be the
bench.
position of power, it's essentially the assistant GM,
Oh, what
but
the
his
heck?
title. So they're just not in a good
He's
spot.
not even paying
He's
attention.
not even seeing it.
I thought
Anyway.
Mark would be. I guess that's second to you.
Oh, Misha's my favorite.
Danielle saying Meech
Thank
is her
you, Danielle.
favorite.
It's
Wow.
just because he's stuck up.
You guys
Damn, Danielle. I usually wave the Danielle flag pretty good, but whatever is what it is. I get it. Meech is funny. He
I
curses
mean,
a
you did
lot.
say she had met yoga
No,
pants. I'd be mad
you
at
gave
you too.
Yeah.
you did the Danielle voice in a very condescending way.
I got
I'll be
question.
honest with you.
Now I'm gonna have to start talking about other things.
Hold
that
on,
are
I got a
gonna work.
question. I got a question going. I got a question. Hold on, I got a question. So if the Phillies continue at this pace, right?
At the pace of sucking
At the pace of-
historically
yeah.
bad.
Right. So
Yes.
we're in late April, about to be early May. Say this continues on for another month. Does this just ruin all your summers?
All right, here's
Definitely-
my analogy.
Affects it.
If the Phillies were like an old cat and they couldn't walk anymore,
Shut up.
you should probably take them to the vet and just have them put down.
Old Yeller style.
Old
So is this going to
That's
ruin your
so
summer?
sad.
That's what I
That
want
was
to know.
sad.
No, it
Our
won't ruin.
expectations. It's not like we
Shit.
came into the season.
Ain't
thinking
nothing
they
gonna
World
ruin
Series
my
bound.
summer.
Yeah.
Not ruin your summer, but it's gonna ruin your sports.
I got
Yeah,
the,
it
Fly-
sucks.
I got the
It sucks.
Flyers
You
going
can't
to the
follow
Cup
anything.
and arrested Embiid off of surgery, taking us to the finals.
We've been
Uh-uh.
able.
We're
We've
gonna
And
been
that
able
goes to like the
to.
first week in July.
Yeah, we're gonna have 2 parades in June, so who cares about the fucking Phils?
Wow,
Right.
Fink putting a lot of eggs in the Embiid basket. I'm very excited to see if he does come back and if he does, what that looks
Game
like.
4.
Is there a
baby.
scenario
He's doubtful for Game 3.
where him
He's coming
coming
back
back,
Game 4.
makes it worse.
No, stop that. He's one of the best.
No,
Stop. He's a top 5 player
Talk
when
to me,
he's
Rob.
healthy.
I just don't like his fucking. You know how he gets into the sulking attitude. If
His
things doesn't go his
emotional
way,
feelings hurt.
he's flopping all over the floor.
No, he
he's
doesn't. You
he's
guys are
bringing
just-
the ball up and turning it over. If it doesn't go his
He
way, I'm saying if it doesn't go
does.
his way,
I love him, but he does do that. Like,
No, he
did it- yes, he-
doesn't.
they were down 6 with a minute and a
What do
half
you mean,
left, and
no, he
Harden
doesn't?
started.
He didn't touch
bumped
the
it.
ball for the last 7 minutes in that game. It's the fourth quarter. He was the leading scorer of the game, and he didn't touch the ball for the last 7 minutes.
Go get it. That's because he doesn't command
he's a
it.
center. It's not up to him. Because
He's
he's
out
a
of-
point
he's out
guard
of half
after
court.
James Harden.
I love
Center
when
out of
all
half
6 of us are here.
Fuck.
I'm not saying he shouldn't come back and play, but I can just see him coming back and playing and going down that same old path of Embiid not having a great game. The game's going in a bad situation, and he's sulking around. He's flopping all over.
No, he's going to fracture his orbital bone
Yeah,
anyway.
something's-
It's not his
so
fault.
who
These injuries are not
cares?
his fault. You guys are making me fucking
Okay,
hard.
but they
Carter's
None of
happen.
these are not. The appendix is not his. The cerebral
Yeah.
palsy
Shouldn't
is
have
not
had it.
his.
You shouldn't have had it to
Injury
begin
to
with.
his face. Like,
Here's
come
the
on.
bottom line, dude. Listen,
Bell's
wanted
Bell's
to
palsy.
trade.
I wanted
to trade Embiid 2 years ago.
That's
But if you want to beat the Boston Celtics, you're going to need Joel
Yes.
Embiid. You're going to need him.
Yes, absolutely.
because
You can't keep doing it. Like
Does he
They
will
got-
his read
they
game
got
3?
lucky one game.
the pick and roll was on fire in
Yeah.
the last game. And the thing is, with the fast guards with Maxey and VJ, I feel like you can blitz and ditch it.
Go ahead.
Pass it
Foster.
out.
Congratulations.
And then
Pick and roll.
Pick and roll. Yeah, yeah.
yes,
No, dish it out.
you
Yeah,
can blitz
I
them,
know
dish
what you
it
mean.
out.
Thank
And
you.
you also have the pick and roll move that they were using really big a lot in the last
Find
game.
Andre Drummond
Because
in the
centers.
Andre's been
amazing.
popping it.
Andre's been looking good. But
Yeah.
the thing is, like,
You want Andre and Embiid on the court at the same time?
No, I don't want to see Bona out there anymore. That guy fucking sucks. Excuse me. He had 2 points the last game, 3 rebounds, and he played 25
He had
minutes.
two of the best
He's
blocks.
not out there. He's not out there for his
Oh.
offense, dude.
Breaking news: Jets take Kenyon Sadiq.
Okay.
So we're at pick
Get
16.
some.
Guys,
Dembona.
are you guys sure we want to keep going or getting
Yeah, keep
close?
it going.
No,
Might
we're
as
not
well
going to
keep
keep
going.
going. We're not going to keep going. I have
We can still go. I'm mad
Good
now.
night.
I'm
No, you-
fucking awake
no,
now.
you said you had to
Jesse,
be out
oh,
of here.
you've been
He's
begging
a
for us to
little
bring the
dumper,
energy.
blah, blah, blah.
We
He's a
brought
top
the
5
energy.
player in the NBA when
I
he's
agree.
healthy.
I agree.
When he's healthy,
When he's
which
healthy,
is
which is never.
Yeah, it's never healthy,
Best
dude.
abilities, availability.
He is in active players in the NBA, I think, second for points per game right now.
Jokic has
Yeah, 'cause
more
he's played
triple
like
doubles
12
than
games
Embiid
and
has
they've
games
gone
played.
okay.
these last
Who
three seasons.
cares?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie though. Like Mish said, he's definitely gonna come back and help the team. But I can just see them getting in that situation where he's out there and
All right.
his attitude just it's just like infectious. It just
You know, Jokic has more
VJ
triple doubles
VJ's
than
not
he
gonna
has
be
games
shook. This is
played over the
VJ's
past 3
Yeah,
seasons.
I don't care. How many titles did he have in the last 2 seasons? Does he have 2?
He has more triple doubles.
Man, we could have a whole episode of Embiid arguing. I didn't
I'll
realize.
tell you what though. I saw some clips of young Embiid. the
Tell
other
me
day,
what.
dude.
Tell me what.
Young
God damn, that
Embiid.
dude was so fucking good when he was like at his prime. Oh my god. Like we didn't. How did we not capitalize?
What
on
was his
that?
prime?
We
Like 2 weeks
tried.
in December of 2018?
I don't know. It was.
Kawhi
I,
hit that corner
I
shot.
saw a bunch of
Ben
of
That
like.
was the
done.
year. The
Yeah,
Kawhi
that was
shot
the
was
year.
the year.
Yeah,
The
it
Butler
was,
year,
Durant,
dude.
Durant was
Dude.
hurt that year. That
But
was
also,
year
like, the
Raptors
other
won.
Don't
years.
worry, we chose Ben Simmons
All right.
over Jimmy Butler.
We had
Okay.
fucking Matisse Thybulle out
Okay.
there starting
And then
50
All right.
games with
Tobias
next to
Harris.
Embiid.
Sixers and
All right,
Man,
so
Sixers
you guys-
and
how
seven.
can you like
Where is he
Matisse and
now?
hate
This
on
has
Embiid?
turned into a bunch
Portland.
of people just yelling at each
How
other.
did he
I'm
do
about
that?
to yell at you, Mitch.
Sixers and 7 without
Yeah.
Embiid. Without
Oh,
Embiid.
shut
What
Okay.
about with Embiid?
Well, look, it will be exciting.
Embiid will be back next series.
Flyers in 4,
Flyers
Sixers
in 4.
in 6.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
With Embiid or without?
Without.
Hey, that's what I'm talking
Hey,
about.
Winslow.
Wait, you're saying
Winslow.
you're saying the Sixers are going to beat the Celtics without Embiid?
No, I'm just trying to
Yeah, you're just.
I feel like
he's
calm this
instigating.
fucking.
Hold on, I don't know how you
day
watched
is
the last
down.
game and you don't think that could
the
be
Sixers
possible.
have more talent than the
Oh.
Boston
How is the
Celtics.
tables turned to where Meech is
That is
calming us
ridiculous.
down?
Okay.
right
The Sixers have more talent
That's
than
what
the
I
Bulls.
want.
Like
don't.
gasket earlier.
You don't think the Sixers have more talent than the Celtics?
No, not from top
Not
to
even
bottom.
close.
No.
No.
Not
Oh.
even close.
I'm more with Rock right now. Who? Derek White? That
Derek
guy's
White.
he's a
You
bum
got
this year.
they're top heavy with
Peyton
Tatum and
Pritchard-
Brown, but
Peyton
then after
Pritchard,
that,
get that bum,
they got
that cross-eyed freak
Vucevic,
out of
who's
here.
100 years old.
Their center, he can't even move. He has cement on his fucking feet. Get
They
him
are
out
kind of white
here.
like the Phillies.
Who?
They got guys that hit
'cause-
shots.
'cause
That's all I
Boston's
know.
fucking racist.
All right, we'll see what
I hate
happens.
Boston.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
We'll see
Fuck
what happens.
you, Boston.
Listen,
Fuck you, Celtics.
if
Boo!
the Flyers and the Sixers continue winning, that is going to be
That's gonna
great.
be hype.
We'll be here for that, and hopefully the Sixers don't keep losing. It's going to be exciting to see who the Eagles pick. Hopefully
Sixers don't
something
keep
cool
losing. They
happens.
just
I
fucking
think it's
won,
going to
bro.
be, a couple linemen here and there, whatever.
The Eagles selected
we'll see.
Joel Embiid.
There you go.
Jesse, how do you feel
Thanks
about
on
the
board.
podcast with all 6 of us? Give us
You
some-
know how I feel.
It
You know how I
is
feel.
chaotic.
You know how I
After we all
feel.
just yelled for
Yo,
the last 5
the
minutes.
chat's never been liver though.
Yeah,
He said we,
I had no
Are you
comment
about
on
to? Are you
that.
about to try to sign off?
Yeah, I am.
Why?
Right now.
No.
Yo,
I
the
am.
filibuster till the 23rd pick. We're at 17.
What else we
No.
got?
Yeah, we're
You
like
don't have any Larry
we're like
David
an
type
hour
shit
and a half into
other than
this,
getting
right?
rubbed down earlier
Yeah,
today?
hour and 13 minutes.
Yeah, you know what I fucking hate?
What do you fucking hate?
What do you hate, Rock?
I'm sick of seeing wrestling highlights on SportsCenter. Anybody?
I
sick
see
of this
ESPN. Yes, you know why?
I'm fucking
Because they're
purchased
partners.
it.
Yes,
But it's fucking.
whoever they're partnered with.
I'm
is who
hating
they
the
show.
I'm hating the
Whether
breakdown. I know it was WrestleMania last week, but I hate the breakdowns. Like this shit's real.
It's
I'm
corny.
like, it's so fucking.
And are
corny.
legit journalists breaking it down?
I don't know if they're legit journalists.
No,
I
it's
saw,
the
I
social
saw
media
Kyle
team.
Brandt and a wrestler get into it today, and I took the side of the wrestler. I was like, Kyle Brandt was being such a fucking weirdo.
got
I
sucked
hate
at.
seeing Stephen A. Smith more on ESPN than I do wrestling.
Oh fuck.
I hate that guy.
I'm sick of the wrestling shit on ESPN. Like it's
But that's
it's
only
a-
because they're a partner.
Jeremiah
that, but it's like they're shoving
Love.
it down our throats, and I can't stand
Yep, and Jesse's ending this one.
Rocky on wrestling. That's what we got here. That makes sense.
Rocky on wrestling.
Rocky on Sports Center.
You gotta bring back
things.
Junkyard Dog, man, for me to
Rocky,
get.
how do you
Oh,
feel
Junkyard
about
Dog.
Bring back the Dudley
Yo, Rock.
brothers.
Rock, how do you feel?
Coco Beware. You
Coco
remember?
Beware, hell yeah.
Hold on, real quick though, Rock. How do you feel about the PGA at Aronimink?
How do I feel about it?
Yeah.
Feels like
It's
an
cool.
Arana dick.
Is it
I was
like
at
gonna be?
the last one they had at Aronimink.
Isn't Aronimink
Or
the nicest,
was it hard
the
to
best
get
sports
to?
area?
Is it enjoyable?
No,
Like,
it was cool. Like I think any kind of professional golf in this area is very cool. Like if you haven't seen professional golf live, definitely go out, check it out.
Sucks.
It's
Speaking of golf, how about
Jess thinks
Tiger
it sucks.
Woods on painkillers, huh?
Watching golf at a tournament sucks,
you
dude.
think
Here,
watching
Mongus
golf at a,
hasn't-
you think watching professional
Swinging off
golf
the side
at
of the
like
road and
live
then
is
call the president
not
to
cool?
get out of it.
On TV, it's not bad. At a tournament, it's not that good.
I think
You
it's
like-
cool.
you
Tiger
go like,
Woods shit.
Oh, he hit it.
Yeah,
too,
but
buddy.
it's like the way like
Oh, who's coming into the green right now?
All
I
right,
can kinda
Jeff says
see.
it sucks. All right, Jeff
does.
says it sucks. So
It
that's
does.
the
Everyone
law.
knows that. It
I don't
does.
think it does, dude. I think it's very interesting to see how well
Sure.
these dudes hit the ball and the things that they go through before they hit out. But that's just me. I'm a golfer.
There are
Yeah.
aspects to it that are obviously interesting, but from a spectator sport perspective,
Oh yeah, it's not.
it
it's
sucks.
not-
see.
It just sucks.
Holy shit. The Lions just selected.
These nuts.
No.
They haven't even announced it yet, Meech. You went a little too early.
No.
Just
I got
announce it. It's out already. It's on Twitter.
Wait for it. He's just being stupid. He doesn't really care.
Nancy Guthrie.
I knew that was
And
coming.
now the show's over.
Yo, she's still missing, right?
No, she just got selected by the Lions. She's been found.
She's playing tackle.
Come on, man. Damn. They
Pick
still
number
don't say-
17, Nancy Guthrie.
All right.
I
It's like
can't
I'm
believe
back,
Yeah.
baby.
You know what?
oh my god.
The next episode of
found
City
her.
Pigeons might be without me. I'm not sure. So, and that might be for the better, guys. I don't know. Who knows?
So how do we set all this stuff
Yeah,
up?
that just means it won't happen. But
We'll all
guys,
be on one
good
laptop.
seeing everybody.
Hell
really.
yeah.
No, it was. And like I said, a lot of good things going on that hopefully will continue. We'll have a fun transition from
Danielle,
the
give me some
spring
dill pickle seeds,
into the
please.
summer. And go Birds. Let's get a good player tonight. And we'll talk about it next week and whatever they do. And everybody have a great evening and weekend, all this fun stuff,
Ooh,
guys.
that guy's
Let's go Flyers.
Anything to say?
Let's go Flyers. Let's go
Sixers. Come on.